Alright, well, hi everyone, this is Steven, and this is part 35 of our playthrough of the Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy. So in part 34 we got our last Master Medal, and I did a quick face-off against Imakuni. But now it's time for the real deal. We're going to go down and see if we can win the legendary Pokemon cards. We go over to the Pokemon Dome. Only those who have won all 8 Master Medals may enter the Grand Hall. You have won all 8 Master Medals. Enter the Grand Hall. And let's see what happens here. So, enter the dueling stage. However, you'll be unable to turn back. Enter the dueling stage, I guess. So instead of the Elite Four, we have the Grand Masters. So I'm sticking with my Rain Dance deck because Courtney is the Fire Pokemon trainer. Now you'll probably figure out what the sort of common link between these at least 3 of these 4 people is after a game or two. Alright, what have I got to start off with here? Seal, Dugong. Okay. And we go first, which is always a good way to start. So let's see, got a Vulpix, got Magmar, so we've probably covered this already, but let's go ahead and do it again. Vulpix, 50 HP, it's got 1 retreat cost, weakness to water, as you'd probably expect. It's got 1 attack, 2 fire energy, does Confuse Ray, 10 damage, and if they flip a heads, then the defending Pokemon is now confused. So the first thing I want to do, I can't evolve this turn, and I probably will not want to evolve next turn either. Attach a water energy to Seal, and then we'll attack using Headbutt. So we get our nice little weakness there. Fire Giver. So each of the first 3 people in this, Elite Four replacement, the Grand Masters, has a special legendary bird Pokemon, Articuno, Moltres, Zapdos, that has a special ability. These abilities, I should say, they're actually Pokemon powers. Might seem very familiar. If you remember back in the Majestic Dawn set, they sort of had some legendary birds that had very similar powers. So the one we get here is that a random number of fire energies are brought in to Courtney's hand. Okay, 2. Of course, Courtney can't attack, so Didn't want to evolve to Dugong there because I wouldn't have been able to attack, and if she gets confusion on me, I want to be able to evolve out of it. Another Moltres. Fire Giver, once again. So let's see, we do have a Pokemon Trader, so I'll probably be using that in a second to get a Squirtle, so I have something else on the bench. So here's the special Moltres, and it's got, let me count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, I think it is. 110 HP. No, it's 10. 100 HP, sorry about that. You notice it has the GB symbol. That means it never really existed as a real card, except for a few that were made in the promos. It's got a retreat cost of 2, no weakness, resistance to fighting. Now, we've already gone over Fire Giver, which just basically lets you get fire energy out of your deck and puts it into your hand. Thankfully not into play. That would have made it a lot tougher to win here. And the attack here is Dive Bomb, which is kind of similar to what the real Moltres has, but you flip a coin. If heads, you do 70. If tails, it does nothing. So overall, not really a great card. In the meantime, let's go ahead and attach a Water Energy as Seal. Let's trade War Turtle for... what is it? I don't want Hitmonchan, I want Squirtle. Throw Squirtle on the bench, and we'll evolve. And we'll use Aurora Beam. Wisely, Courtney attaches a fire energy to her bench Magmar, since Moltres isn't going to be able to attack. While I'm here, I might as well put a water energy on Squirtle. And we'll attack with Aurora Beam. And there we go. Get 1 prize for that. Well, we can put another water energy on Squirtle and continue with another Aurora Beam, because Moltres isn't going to do squat to us at this rate. Basically, Courtney's just buying time for her Magmar. And good, we get a War Turtle. We'll evolve Squirtle into War Turtle. And I guess we'll have to attach a Water Energy to it. And do another Aurora Beam. So we get a Fire Punch here for 30. Remember, there are 2 Magmar in the game. Let's review this one, though. So this Magmar has 50 HP, has retreat cost of 2, weakness to water. It's got 2 attacks. First one for 2 fire energy is Fire Punch, just as 30. Flamethrower, by comparison, does 50, 2 fire and a colorless for that, but you have to discard a fire energy in order to use the attack. So there's a different Magmar, which it's got a smog attack and some stuff like that. So let's see. Well, right now I don't really need to do much of anything, so let's go ahead and attack with Aurora Beam, which will knock out Magmar. And we get another Fighting Energy. I'd love to get a Blastoise here. And there we go. And they're fighting, my goodness. Let's see what we get here. Now if they evolved, that could be, I guess, a small problem for me, but at this rate, Bill. Alright, let's see what we get here. Energy Surge, Gust of Wind. Neither of those is particularly helpful at the moment. Really, I just need a Blastoise. You know, maybe Hitmonchan would be good as backup. But let's go ahead and use Aurora Beam too. Yep. We only got 1 prize left. Oh, and Courtney has nothing left on her bench. So that takes care of Courtney. Alright, so one interesting thing is that we get to save between games, so that's one nice thing. Let's swap our deck first. This is the Lightning guy, so I probably want to use the Haymaker deck, because that's got... I mean, the Squirrel and Friends has Hitmonchan, but it's also almost entirely weak to lightning. So let's swap here for that. And we can save. Now, just like the Elite Four in the main video games, you do have to beat all these people in a row, but like I said, you can save in between. So, yep, Legendary Zapdos deck. I wonder what's in this one. So, Zapdos is pretty interesting. Alright, Electabuzz. We're going second this time. Electabuzz versus Electabuzz, huh? Alright, I'm not paralyzed, so I get to do something next turn, which is nice. Well, let's see. I'm probably going to end up playing that Professor Oak. So anyway, let's see what I got in the bench. Voltorb, another Electabuzz, and an Eevee. Probably got Jolteon in this deck. And let's see. And yeah, Professor. Actually, let's use this computer search. As well as discard Finding Energy and the Gust of Wind to grab a Hitmonchan out of the deck. Throw that on the bench, and now that I've used everything, I can Professor Oak. Alright, do have the Lightning, and go ahead and throw a Scyther. I should say a Scyther. That's a... Alright, no paralysis, but we do 30 here, which is nice. Again, not paralyzed. Let's go ahead and remove that energy in the off chance I do not actually get a heads. Alright, did get a knockout here, so I didn't need to play that energy removal, but there we go. Our Lightning. Alright, Tail Wag didn't work. Start powering up Hitmonchan. Have not seen Zapdos yet, so far so good. We're at 40 to Eevee, which means next turn. Now, it depends if it evolves or what, but... Alright. So I can just do a no-risk Thunder Shock. And another Electabuzz versus Electabuzz. Let's see. Do a Thunder Punch here. Alright. Let's see, what does he got on his bench? 2 Voltorb. I have a couple options here. I could retreat. I could also play a switch. I could also play scoop up. In either case, that's kind of like a retreating or playing scoop up. I lose the energy, so it's kind of the same thing. The only nice thing about scoop up is I don't have to take any of that damage. For now, let's see, let's put an energy on Hitmonchan, and yeah, let's play scoop up. And we'll bring out Hitmonchan. Let's see, do I have another Hitmonchan on there? In that case, we'll do a special punch, knocks Electabuzz out. Since we're running away with this, why not let's throw Electabuzz back on the bench, and throw a double colorless energy on Scyther, just to be safe. We're gonna Gust of Wind for the other Voltorb, just to be mean, and we're gonna Special Punch even though we only need a jab with weakness. Another Scoop Up. Another Eevee. Well, I'm not going to Professor Oak just to see if I can get another, just so I can see if I can get another Gust of Wind where... Oops. Well... Jab still does the job, but I have to make sure... Another Hitmonchan. See, it should do tail... Well, I can just... Oh, so only 10 damage from the quick attack there, so this is going to be another fairly uneventful game. You know what, let's just do it. Energy removal, why not? Insult to injury. Make sure the computer feels my wrath. Alright, Special Punch. Took all the prizes, and Steve doesn't have any Pokemon left, so that's 2 down, there's 2 left. So, in our next part, Part 36, we'll take on the 2 remaining members of the Grandmasters, and, you know, there may be something after that, but we'll have to see. Thanks.